Good morning, all of you. Hope you all have taken the printout. We are solving MTP. This is a bonus class. One second, dear students. All right. So we have completed 25 very good technically all concepts covering classes for Sarthi taxation live in YouTube every day, 2.5 hours to 3 hours. A big applause to me and to all of you who have responded so well. Now, it is always said that critics in a closer room and appreciation everywhere. So this is something I'm starting with. Whatever doubts you have, you ask. But then so many students are saying me why the classes are not complete in English. Of course, they are in English. But sometimes when we are cracking a joke or we are going in that flow of talking few things relevant, we might go in Hindi. Is it so much disturbing? I think then all the other students should also comment that are you getting the concepts clear or not? Are you able to write the booster notes or not? Did you feel you have done exam, professional CA CMA exam level of problems? My job is done. So anyhow, YouTube is open. Anyone can comment whatever they like. But this is what I felt. So those who have a doubt, these classes are definitely complete in English and you can take a note of it. Okay. So all the classes are covering up the concept and add on to it every day in the topic. Whatever I have covered, I have written in the beginning of the description of the topic only. And PDF notes for whatever quality good, more than 120 problems. 120 are written there, but so many more problems we have solved. That is there in the Telegram group. So you can always take an upcoming in our channel. Live classes are for top 30 questions for MCQs and it will go on. Same is with the Sarthi batch for costing. Costing, all the revision videos are there. Super quick revision videos in YouTube. Marathon is there where I have discussed all my booster notes. And then recorded videos are there in the app. So in the description of this video also you have it, you can take it. Right. Lot of other schedule is there, but I thought like teaching so much would be incomplete if we don't discuss and solve the MTPs. So already MTP 1 is solved in last Sunday. You can check it in the playlist. And MTP 2 for CA Inter November 23 exam I'm solving. But I would highly, highly recommend all the CMA students also to please attend this for the quality good concept we are covering. The level of the exam is same. So the problems what we are going to take up now, the adjustments in the 8 marks question can also come same for you all in the MCQs and all. And definitely the MTP 1 for 2016 and 22 syllabus is out. I'm going to solve it. I hope you have checked the July 23 paper already solved and uploaded in the live videos. If you just scroll up, you will get that. So that's already done. Suggested answer is not out, but immediately after the exam, I have done that. So that would also help you ki kahan galti hui thi, kahan improvement karna. Now, today, please get 3 things very clear from this live class. First is how to read the question paper. Read the question paper in such a way and go on parking on things as if you don't have to read again. Second, right? Second, now what we are doing is while solving this, gain more conceptual knowledge. It's okay if one of the bit I'm solving and until now you have not heard, this is practice. So with me, I want all of you to solve it in writing. Students are taking it too leniently. I'm really sorry if I'm going in some critics mode today. But you know what? Yeah, ma'am, we are not attending live. Then we are watching at 1.25 speed. What do you mean by that? I'm not wasting 1 second also for myself and yourself when I'm saying you solve it so that you get 3 hours mindset. मैम ने सैलरी अच्छा पढ़ाया, समझ में आया, क्लबिंग अच्छा पढ़ाया, समझ में आया, set off. When it is coming together, solve it live with me, in taking a printout of this I've already sent in Telegram, and holding the paper and the pen, solve it me, trust करो ना, solve करो ना. क्यों बाद में मैं कभी भी देख लूंगा 1.25 स्पीड लगा के orally, मैम तो रिटर्न कर रहे हैं, I am very smart, I will check it orally, beta. That smartness will not reflect in your result. I'm really sorry. I feel very bad when I scold you all students. But this is the second thing. Third thing is, in CA and CMA exam, MCQs are there. In CA exam, along with MCQs, you have a case study. Now that case study answers are linked. The first answer is what will be the total income. The second answer will be what will be the tax. Third answer will be what will be the deduction. So best ways to save your time is, in your answer sheet, you can keep rough work for case studies and do working over there and write the answer. You will do it faster. You will not do silly mistake कि आप सब calculator में कर रहे थे. Third thing I'm saying from my side as an alert sign, dear students, very sad to say some of the teachers say हाँ छोटा छोटा लिखना, उतना बड़ा भी नहीं लिखना, किसी को दिख जाए लेकिन लिखना. What do you mean by that? When institute is giving you clear guidance that please don't write anything on the question paper, it means don't write anything. In the answer sheet, can you write on the top rough work for MCQs and case studies and just do the work? It's your sheet. No one is going to do minus marks over there. So when you have way out, so that's why I'm saying it's like, so much of noise in the market. So better you select the teachers who are genuinely giving what is required for the exam, and not just it's being like so fun and so nice, but ऐसा थोड़ा सा लिख देना कुछ फर्क नहीं. What do you mean by that? I'm really sorry. So these are the 3 alert signs. I'm starting the class now with MTP. Okay. As we start with the MTP, let us make sure that we once decide the paper pattern. As if just start with me that your 15 minutes readings time has started, and are you clear with your paper pattern? That is, your DT and IDT paper is divided into 2 parts. 60 marks is DT, 40 marks is IDT for November 23. May the pattern is changing, so we will do a lot of detail over there. Right now, for this November, for the 60 marks paper pattern, it starts with your division A. Okay. In division A, you have case study. Okay. You know what is this case study? I want all of you to change your mindset from today. Case study is nothing but a 10 marks question. And then they ask you to solve, 5 questions of 2 marks, 10 marks based on the case study. I've told you the way out is case study is like a problem. Solve it in your rough work very fast. As if 10 marks का question है, तो उसको 10 मिनट तो दोगे ना आप, तो आप लिख के कर लेना. I'll show you that how it affects when you do it in the writing. Okay. So lot of presentation skills, reading skills you will get in the coming 2-3 hours. Okay. Now here you have separately more 4 MCQs of 2 marks each, 8 marks, covering 18 marks for your MCQs. These are like separate MCQs, 4 MCQs. इसमें एक जैसे पक्का आता है residential status, one is surely from TDS. Like this, topics are divided, and case study can come either on salary or business head or whatever it is. Okay. Now you have here division B. I'm giving you the mindset so that in the 15 minutes you choose the question paper correctly. Division B is your MCQs again. Oh, sorry. Division wo to MCQs to ho gaye. Division B is your descriptive questions. In the descriptive questions, question number 1 is compulsory. Question number 1 is compulsory to attempt. First question of 14 marks. This is about computation of income. So you have 2 options over here. They'll give salary, other source, or deductions. I'm giving you the ABC analysis also here. Salary, income from other source, and deductions. And here they will give you the, or second option will be, they'll give you the business head. Other source will be there, interest, clubbing, kuch to kuch. And instead of deductions, you know, agricultural income or ATG, donation wala deduction, where you have to work out the adjusted total income. Any doubt in the way I'm writing? One second, huh? Dear students, please wait. थैंक यू फॉर वेटिंग. चलो आगे करते हैं. तो ये हो गया आपका. अच्छा डियर स्टूडेंट्स, descriptive question number 1 is must to attempt, but it is not you know, mandatory to attempt it first or in the sequence. If you know other questions well, attempt that. But one thing is very sure कि when you attempt question number 2, 3, 4, anyone, in that bits you solve it together. Bits maybe you can do it. For example, here you have question number 2, 3, and 4. Any two questions of 14 marks. 2 questions of 14 marks, that makes it 28 marks, right? तो हो गए आपके 60 marks, 18, फिर 14 और फिर 28. ये हो गए आपके. Oh, the screen got paused. The screen got paused, so I would like to do it again. See, the first is the case study based, but it's simply a 10 marks question. 5 into 2 marks. Okay, right. 1 second. Same paper pattern I'll do for the CMA students also, sure. Now, then you have separate 4 MCQs in that, sure. One will come from residential status, one will come from your TDS, and remaining 2 return of income or anything. You know, how calculate the tax, set off, long-term capital gain, unutilized basic exemption. Those are the concepts. Now, in descriptive question number 1 is one single question, compute the income and tax there on 14 marks. Generally, salary deductions other source, or business head deductions other source, or ATG and agricultural income. These are the 2 highlights of this problem. Question number 1 is compulsory to attempt, but not compulsory to attempt first. Out of question number 2, 3, 4, any 2 you attempt. Don't attempt extra questions thinking that whatever is least they will correct. No. The first ones they will correct, remaining they will scratch and not give the marks. So don't waste your time. In this, suppose dear students, you know question number 3 well, you can do question number 3B. फिर next page पे student क्या लिखते हैं? This is my MTP. Recent MTPs I have corrected 70-80 papers. So I know this. कि question number 3B लिखते हैं, फिर C. When I am checking C, it is what C बेटा? तो ये छोटी बात भी दीप्ति मैम आपको सिखा देंगे कि question number 3B, question number 3C, then question number 3A. Ma'am, can I do like this? Yes, of course it is allowed. Say this is 6 marks, this is 6 marks, this is 2 marks. ऐसे भी आपके 14 मार्क्स होते हैं, या कभी कभी 8 मार्क्स एंड 6 मार्क्स, ऐसे भी 14 मार्क्स होते हैं. और they give 4 plus 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 is super duper popular. एक क्वेश्चन TDS से पूछते हैं, 2 bits. One is TCS, another is return of income or your residential status, and heads of income में definitely you will get separate problem generally for house property and capital. Nice. Is this giving you a mindset and is this helpful to you? Then please comment. Chalo. Let us go to the next one now. IDT, GST. GST paper pattern is same. There again you have a case study, right? So there again you have case study wherein around that division A. I know we are taking little time, but this will give you the correct mindset for exam, dear students. केस स्टडी रहेगी वहां पे, और कभी कभी वो केस स्टडी में से ही थोड़े एमसीक्यूज दे विल आस्क, और दे विल आस्क द सेपरेट एमसीक्यूज. ठीक है. Generally that case study has question and marks. So around 3 questions of 2 marks, you can say 6 marks, and remaining also MCQs will be there. अलग से जो MCQs पूछते हैं. So total MCQs are for 12 marks. So now you know how everyone is saying ki you have 30 marks MCQs, but actually MCQs are these. These are like they give you a problem and then they ask to solve it. Okay, right. Next is your division B. Division B is your descriptive question. Okay. In descriptive question, again, question number 1 is compulsory for 8 marks. And it is 99.9 question, the question of that input tax credit, opening stock में credit, purchase में credit, output GST, what is the GST payable you have to calculate. Repeatedly same questions are coming, and these 40 marks are frankly speaking very scoring. Again here in question number 2, 3, 4, any 2 you have to attempt, but 2 questions of 10 marks, that is 20 marks. So then total it is, here what did I say, 60 marks, and here it is 40 marks. Note it down 2 minutes. Till then I'll check the setting of my live chat. Yeah. All clear to all of you? Everyone likes appreciation. So if you feel this knowledge is helpful till the end, then do share it, do comment below. Chale aage? Right. Let us start today solving this MTP. First one is case study based. I'll take it little later. Till then you will get the mindset also. Some of the questions purposely I'm solving it here so that you have the reference के लिए question also there itself. So case study I'm leaving. उसके बाद से हम पहले solve कर रहे हैं. Okay, right. So case study based question, as I said, it's a 10 mark question only. What do you mean by case study? Nothing new. Same 10 mark question, rather than asking ek ke niche ek or giving the marks, they are asking you the steps and the options. Question number 2, I am starting with first. During the assessment year, A has a loss of 8 lakhs from the house property. Now, due date of filing the return of A has expired. A forgot to file his return. However, A filed belated return. Now, while filing income tax return for 23-24, for last year, he has filed belated return. Now, itna read karte se in your mind, revise the provision with me. I'm not just solving the MTP. I'm helping you revise the important provisions which are repeatedly asked. I've seen 2-2 साल में वही चीज रिपीट होती है. एक स्टैम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यू का ट्विस्ट, एक ये वाला ट्विस्ट. So all the losses to be carried forward, you need to file your return on time, except the house property and unabsorbed depreciation, which you can carry it forward even if you have not filed the return on time. Am I making you clear with this logic? Now, look at this question. Okay, right. चलो ये साथ में करते हैं हम. So 8 lakh rupees, can you carry forward and set off even if you have filed late return? Yes, carry forward allowed. I want to pause and repeat that house property loss and unabsorbed depreciation can be carried forward and set off even if you file your return late. Okay. Next. Now, while filing this year's, A wishes to set off the loss. Can he set off the loss? Yes. Answer is yes. A can claim set off of only 2 lakhs out of 8 lakhs. And balance shall be carried forward. A can set off 2 lakh out of 8 lakh from any head. Yes, A can set off 8 lakh from house property. If any balance carry forward, D bit is the answer. This is like, such a beautiful knowledge. Appreciated the level of the question papers what institute is preparing. House property loss and business loss can be carried forward, even if you have filed late return. But next year, whatever losses are carried forward can be set off in the same head. That's why this fourth bit answer, house property loss can be set off in house property fully. When you set off with other heads in the same year in which loss has occurred, then house property can be set off with other heads only up to 2 lakhs. But here, though, this is last year's loss brought forward, 8 lakhs. And this year, house property income is 13 lakhs. Can I set off 8 lakh full loss? Yes. So, such beautifully set off, pura majorly हमने revise कर लिया कि house property loss can be carried forward and set off even if you have not filed the return on time. House property loss, house property में set off होगा next year. Capital gain, business loss, fully. So 8 lakhs full will be set off. Is this way clear to you? We need not go to the notebook right now. Vikram transferred 600 unlisted shares of XYZ to ABC on 15/12 for 3,50,000 when the market price is 515. Vikram, why did you transfer the shares? One private company transferring the shares to another private company should do it at the FMV. Why did they do it at 350? So 5,15,000 minus 3,15,000. 1,65,000 is income from other source. AB Limited, private company shares, you are getting in 350, whereas market value is 550. This is your income. Now, index cost for Vikas was 425. So while taking the capital gain for Vikas, we will take original sale value or this sale value, this sale value. So 5,15,000 minus 425, 90,000 is the capital gain. That's what is the answer. See it. 90,000 is the capital gain for Vikas and 1,65,000 is income from other sources for AB Limited. Yes. So this is the correct answer. Rest all bits you can read. Any doubt you have after me solving the MTP, please comment in the Telegram. Samir, an Indian citizen, left permanently with his wife and 2 children for doing business in Canada. From Canada, he is operating business. For the purpose of his business, he visits India every year from September to March. Okay. 30 days of September, 31 days of October. Like this, can we calculate March tak? Calculator mein karo. Pick up your calculators now. Same calculator which you are going to use for final exam. 30 days of September plus 31 October plus 30 November plus 31 December plus 31 January plus bus. January tak na. How many days he is in India? 154 days every year. His business income is 23.5 lakhs and 18 lakhs from Canada and India. He has no other income. Determine the residential status. So what will be the residential status? He is not satisfying the first condition. He is not in India for 182 days or more. But is he in India for 65 days or more? Yes. And 365 days or more in the last 4 years? Yes. Since 2016 and now it is 23. Last 8 years he is every day in India. So he is satisfying second basic condition, more than 65 days in the current year and more than 365 days in the preceding 4 years. Now, is he satisfying additional condition? Out of the last 10 years, any 2 years, Is he resident? Answer is yes. And out of the last 7 years, is he in India for 730 days or more? Yes. Every year he is in India for 154 days. So in 7 years, he is in India for 1078 days. Out of the last 2 years, 10 years. But none of the years he is resident, no? I hope you all are getting. He is satisfying the second basic condition. Additional condition though, out of the last 10 years, 2 years he should be resident, but he is not resident. He is not resident and ordinary resident for any years. And out of the last 7 years, 730 days, this he is satisfying. Additional conditions, both he is not satisfying. So he is resident but not ordinary resident. And for resident but not ordinary resident, whatever is income in Canada, usse koi lena dena nahi hai. Whatever you have earned in income in India is taxable. Is resident and wrong, non-resident. Third is the answer. Is resident but not ordinary resident, and 18 lakhs would be taxable. Deemed resident ki to baat hi nahi hai, because deemed resident is the person is not earning income from anywhere else in the world. मतलब इंडिया के बाहर आपका कोई इनकम नहीं है और इंडिया में 15 लाख के ऊपर है, and all that condition. So that's the answer. Still, if you have any doubt, ask. Rachna, aged 32 years, an interior decorator, has professional receipt of 25,60,000 for the previous year. She has also earned 1,25,000 as dividend and 465 as interest. Okay, very nice problem for income from other sources. And business also. A professional receipts kitna hai? 25,60,000. And income from other source bhi main yahan kar rahi hu, 1,25,000. And 465 interest income. Okay, right. Now she has incurred 13 lakhs as professional expense. So what is the professional income? 12,60,000. And she has incurred 30,000 as interest on loan to invest in these shares, dividend. So dividend received is 1,25,000. Interest paid is 30,000. But deduction is allowed only up to 20% of dividend received. Are you all with me? 20% of the dividend received hai na, utna hi expense allowed hai out of dividend. See, when I'm getting dividend, to invest in these company shares on which I'm getting dividend, I took loan. So interest on loan is 30,000, but allowed will be dividend cut 20%. That is 1 lakh. So this is dividend income, this is interest income, and this is professional income. What would be her total income, assuming she wishes to make maximum tax saving? So she has got interest on FD and she's just 32 years. So 80 TTA deduction nahi milega. 80 TTA kab milta hai? When you have saving account interest. FD interest is deductible for senior citizen up to 50,000, 80 TTB. Please comment and tell me the way I'm solving. Are you able to do lot of revision also with me? Quality good revision and practice we will do in the coming 2 hours. So what is your income coming to? $12,60,000. 2560 minus 30. So 1260 plus 1 lakh plus 4,65,000. 1 second. She has earned dividend income 4,65,000 is the interest income. 1 second. 1 second. Interest. 18,25,000. 18,25,000. ठीक है? Dividend expense is not allowed more than what you pay. One second. She's just 32 years old. Why the totals are not matching? 1 second. This is live class, so 12,000, 1 lakh, 25,000 is the dividend. No, so uska 20% comes to 25,000. Hmm. 1825, if there is any change, I'll let you know in the comment for sure. Okay, chalo. Now let us solve the questions. Okay, so you have to solve any two, but for practice, we will take up all the questions. So this question, I feel we should solve it in notebook. It's very nice. And presentation also you will get. Let us read the 14 marks question. Raj aged 52 years. Okay, so he's not a senior citizen. Age is very important. Senior citizens get additional basic exemption, that is 3 lakhs. Super senior citizen get 5 lakh. But this is only for residents. So suppose if a person 82 years is non-resident, for him it will be 6. He occupies ground floor for residential status and let out the first floor at annual rent of 334. He has paid municipal taxes 30,000 and both the floor are equal. So ground floor is self-occupied, first floor is let out. And he has interest certificate, he has paid 180 interest for the whole house. So self-occupied or let out mein adha he can deduct. And 95,000 principal, which he can deduct in 80C. He owns an industrial undertaking established in SEZ, which has commenced operation. Total turnover is 400 lakhs, including export turnover 120. Total profit is 45 lakhs. So section 10AA का exemption कितना आएगा? Clear है. पहले तो पूरा tax कर दो, then we can give the exemption. He has employed 20 employees during the year, out of which 12 employees are employed on 1st May. So if the employee's salary is less than 18,000, they are eligible for additional wages. He is generating 80 JJAA deduction is allowed. For those employees whose per month salary is less than 25,000, they have worked for more than 240 days and they are eligible for RPF and all the deduction. So 1st May means they have worked for more than 240 days. जो 1st August को है, देखो कितना टाइम वर्क किया, 31 days of August plus 30 plus October 31 plus November 30 plus December 31 plus January 31 plus 28 days of February 31. 243 days These workers have also worked for more than 240 days. Are they all eligible for 80JJ deduction? Yes. He has earned its super problem of computation of income. Exactly same problems are there in the CMA final exam also. 14 marks. He earned 30,000 and 45,000 interest on saving and FD. तो सेविंग के सामने 52 years के है ना, तो 10,080 TTA का डिडक्शन मिलेगा. He has sold a vacant plot 15 lakh. Stamp duty value is 16 lakhs. So what will you take the sale consideration? 16 lakhs. Fair market value was 4.8 lakhs. 2001 when you have purchased. Stamp duty was 4 lakh. Fair market value on 1st April 2001 cannot exceed the stamp duty value, 4 lakhs. Okay. This land was acquired on 15/9. 1 second. 15/9/97 for 280. So cost or FMV, whichever is higher. But FMV is 480 and stamp duty value is 4 lakh. तो 4 lakh ही लेंगे. ठीक है? Cost. And 2001 से अभी तक का index 100 और 331 तो capital gain calculate कर लेंगे. He has paid insurance premium 49,000 for son who is not dependent. LIC for self, spouse and children is permitted, and children अगर dependent नहीं है तो भी permitted है. You are required to compute assuming he is not opting for. Yesterday only I have taught the new tax regime in the last class of the Sarthi batch. See, there are some tricks why we have done old regime first, new regime last. Why did I not start with salary chapter? If you really like the flow in which I have taken the classes, please comment below. Please share the video. And thank you so many of you who are putting up the minutes in between. At 1 hour, capital gain is starting at 2 hour and 10 minutes agricultural income. It's a boon for me. Thank you so much. So such an easy problem for 14 marks. Shall we do it in notebook? Yes. Hoping you all have the question paper printout, and I'm solving it, giving you all the paper pattern and the presentation. Chalo. So division B we are doing, and in that question number 1 we are doing. You can do it later also. I'll tell you my suggestions in the end कि 3 घंटे कैसे होने चाहिए. This is just an option. Then you go according to your nature and what you like best for the exam. चले आगे. Computation of income. Computation of income of Mr. Raj. Shah Rukh Khan's name is Raj in many movies. Chalo. So we are doing it. Inner column for the house properties. I mean, say the working. And then the second column for the headwise adjustment. Tax, please calculate only if they ask you. चलो शुरू करते हैं. Particulars and triple column amount. So start with income from house property. Income from house property, I am using 2 inner column as ground floor is self-occupied. So ground floor is self-occupied and first floor is let out property. So I'm making column like this. If you feel it is confusing, you can make working note and write the main answer here. Right. They didn't give the fair rent and municipal value, whichever is higher, that or standard rent, whichever is lower, that or actual rent. Itna khich nahi hai. So can we directly take the GAV or the gross annual value? Gross annual value is you are receiving 3,34,000 as the rent. Self-occupied property, everything will be in. Dear students, don't write fair rent, municipal value, all and all if it is missing. I've seen some students writing the steps and putting the dash. Itna bhi zarat nahi hai. Huh? Now, it's not required. 3,34,000. And he has paid municipal taxes. 30,000 for the whole property. So here 15,000 will be deducted. Self-occupied property, everything is nil. Only interest on loan is deducted. What is NAV? 3,19,000 minus standard deduction is always 30% of the NAV. So 3,19,000 ka 30%. 95,700. And we have the interest on loan. Interest on loan is how much? 1,80,000. 90,000 you can deduct here. 90,000. I'm giving you exactly the presentation. Please follow it. You will save lot of time. If you write one after the another, again you are wasting your time. So self-occupied property, there's a loss of 90,000. And here 95,700 and 90,000 minus करने के बाद 133,300. Okay, one house there is loss, one house there is profit. Can we set off house 1, house 2? Is it allowed? Yes. And finally, we are getting income from house property 43,300. Done. Now you have business income. And this business is inside SEZ. Right now, just write down 45 lakhs. क्या हो गया आज पेन को हमारे 45 lakhs. Ma'am, section 10AA exemption, we will take it down in the exemptions. ठीक है? Right. After this, let us take up the next part of it. That is capital gain. See, after this, if you read the problem, they have given FDs and other source. But पहले तो क्या लेंगे? Capital gain. Capital gain में क्या लेंगे? Sale consideration. Sale consideration. Stamp duty value. If stamp duty value is 16 lakhs and it is higher than the actual sale consideration, 15 lakhs, we should take stamp duty value as per section 50C. Oh, but you know, up to 110% अगर है तो नहीं लेना है. I mean, say the change should be more than stamp duty value to be. अब मुझे पीछे note नहीं लिखना है. See how smartly I'm writing the note here only. Stamp duty value to be taken. Stamp duty value to be taken if greater than 110% of 15 lakhs. करो calculator में 15 into 110. So, you know, if the stamp duty value is not exceeding more than 10% of the sale consideration, ignore the stamp duty. So finally, what will you take as sale consideration? 15 lakhs. Are you all with me? Ma'am, just now you said section 50Z stamp duty value more, take that. Yes, but stamp duty value should be more than 110%. 110%. Nice, clear to all of you? चलो, ये हो गया sale consideration. Now, less index cost of acquisition. So what is the original cost of acquisition? They have acquired the property in 1997 for 2,80,000 and 12,000 registration, 2,92,000. But in fair market value in 2001, where the indexation starts, is 4,80,000. and stamp duty value. All this you should write beta in the exam. तभी आपका ना प्रेजेंटेशन करेक्ट रहेगा, स्टेप वाइज मार्क्स मिलेंगे. 14 मार्क का प्रॉब्लम है. It's as if I'm feeling yesterday's classes continuing with computation of income. Those who are doing live, are you clear until now? I hope your mind is not stuck up anywhere. Fair market value is 2001, 4,80,000, and stamp duty values. So actually cost or FMV, whichever is higher, but cost or FMV, whichever is higher, subject to SDV. तो आप कॉस्ट क्या लोगे? SDV, स्टैम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यू 4 लाख. कब? 2001 में. नाउ व्हेन यू आर सेलिंग 20 to 23, 2001 और 2 का इंडेक्स कितना है? 100. अभी का इंडेक्स कितना है? 331. What was available in 100 in 2001 has gone 331. So now what is available for 4 lakh? तब जो 4 लाख में था उसका आज का कॉस्ट कितना है? Are you understanding? No formula, nothing. So 4 lakh into 331 divided by 100. 13 lakh 24,000. Of course, this is long-term capital gain. Directly outer column. How is the outer column looking? House property set off करने के बाद, business income directly, capital gain 176. Last one now, income from other sources. You have the saving account interest, SB account interest 30,000 and FD interest, कुछ fixed deposits करे हैं उनका interest 40,000. So 30,000 plus 45,000 is your 75,000 income from other sources. And Raj is not a senior citizen, but he'll definitely get 80 TTA. Now what is the GTI or the gross total income? 75,000 plus long-term capital gain plus business income plus house property. 47,94,300. 47,94,300 gross total income. Less the deduction. शुरू करें. First, LIC always you should take first as this. But deductions 80 के पहले deduction under section 10AA because it was an export orient. So what is total turnover? Question पीछे turn करके देख लेते हैं. What was your total turnover, dear students? In the SEZ unit, what is the total turnover? 400 lakhs. In that, what is the export turnover? 120 lakhs. What is the total profit? 45 lakhs. And what is the export profit? Export profit which is exempt under section 10AA. Are you getting? SEZ याद है सबको? 400 lakhs turnover का profit है 45 lakhs. तो 120 तो export किया तो कितना? 45 lakhs into 120 by 400. 45 into 120 divided by 400. That comes to 13.5 lakhs. So directly we can write in the outer column, first deduction is exemption under section 10AA. Some books are taking it up, but according to our material, study institute, study material, नीचे लेते तो हम ये लेंगे. Now first ATC. ATC has taken LIC. LIC for major son. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता मेजर माइनर डिपेंडेंट है या नहीं है. 49,000. And there is repayment of housing loan principal. Interest is deductible above, but principal 95,000. You will deduct it here. Put together, what is the limit, dear students? 1,50,000. तो ये तो 144 उसमें ही cover हो जाएगा. Nice. Please remember, in long-term capital gain 45 lakhs, you will not get much deductions. So your deductions are going to be restricted to other incomes. Are you getting? Your total income cannot be less than capital gain. ये 1,76,000 आ रहा ना, इसमें कोई deduction नहीं मिलेगा. I took the wrong figure. Capital gain में कोई deduction नहीं मिलेगा. हाँ, solving तो correct ही किया हमने. Under ATC हो गया. Now, after ATC, mediclaim and all is not there. New deduction is there for all of you. Chalo, let us take it. Under section 80JJAA, new workers are employed. So, whatever wages you have paid them, 30% deduction this year and 2 more years. 12 workers, 18,000 per month from 1st May. So 11 months. 12 workers, 18,000 per month, 11. कितना आ रहा है आपका? 12 into 18,000 into 11. 23,76,000 new employment you have generated. Now, इसके बाद second. Yeah, 12. How many new remaining workers? Total 20 workers were there. 12 workers were having this salary. So remaining 8 workers, 12,000, and they were appointed from August. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 8 months. 8 into 12,000 into 8. 7,68,000 plus 2376. 3144 और उसका 30%. Deduction is equal to wages into 30%. So 30% of this is the deduction. क्या आएगा आपका deduction? Nice. Those who want to revise with me, 80JJAA says that any unit, manufacturing unit who is generating employment, it could be company, it could be proprietorship, koi bhi chalega, but they are generating employment, new employment, and they are paying less than 25,000. These workers have worked for more than, what do you say, 240 days. If it is like wearing apparel and shoes, wo sab to fir 150 days, and they should be in the labor laws. No, detail nahi, enough hai aapko jo kar raha hai. Or one more deduction is under section 80 TTA. 80 TTA and TTB should be by-hearted, dear student. Saving account interest, ma'am, it is more, but deduction will be allowed only till 10,000. हो गया, करो. 4794 300 minus. Are you also calculating, dear students? You can put the answers in chat box before me. I will also come to know my speed. Am I going fast or you all are able to do it with me? Should I wait for you all to take down the screen or clear? The total income is coming to this. Now the question is, do they have to calculate tax? If they ask, you have to do. And see, this time section 10AA is there. Agar 10AA hai, to fir aapko, even if they don't say, you have to check ki regular tax is less or AMT is less and apply that. So the problem is not over. I'm continuing. Just please wait. Yeah, let us continue please. Break abhi nahi, thode der baad lenge. Okay, right. So this is clear, total income. Now let us calculate the regular tax. You will have to calculate both the tax. But in regular tax, check your income. House property to normal hai, business normal hai, capital gain long term hai, और बाकी सब normal hai. So only two types of incomes are there, and he's not a senior citizen. So how will you calculate the regular tax? On long-term capital gain. What is long-term capital gain? 1,76,000, 20%. How much the tax is coming? 1,76,000 ka 20%. 35,200. On balance income. Now what is the balance income? 23,47,100 minus 1,76,000, 21,71,100. Okay, and he's not a senior citizen. So up to 0 to 2.5 lakhs, I'm writing in brief nil, and after that 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, the remaining 2.5 lakh ke upar 5%, 12,500, 5 lakh to 10 lakh. The next 5 lakh, it is 20%, 1 lakh, and above 10 lakhs, 11 lakh 71,100. इसके ऊपर 30%. Tax is clear? $351,330 plus 1 lakh plus 12,500 plus 35,200 special income special rate. So the total tax is coming to 4,99,030, and add cess to that, that is 4%. So 19,961. So what is the regular tax payable? $518,991 rounded off to 518,990. This is the regular tax, and now you have to do AMT. Ma'am, but they didn't say anything in exam. Is it a very nice question of total income? Yes, but we have to work out the AMT because they have given section 10AA. So first we have to calculate the adjusted total income. What is adjusted total income? Start with your total income after all deductions and everything. What is your total income? 23,47,100. Add back section 10AA exemption. Add back 3580. Deduct the depreciation on that capital asset 3580. पर इसमें नहीं है, मैं revise कर रही हूँ. And add back any deductions you have given from 80H to 80 RRA, RRB royalty. So will you add back 80J also? Yes. 80JJAA deduction. वो भी add back करो. Section 10AA exemption, how much you have taken? 13,50,000. 13,50,000 add back. And how much 80JJAA deduction you have taken? वो भी आप add back करो. One second. 80JJAA 943,200. Those who don't know what is AMT, AMT is because you are availing huge deductions, you are paying least tax. So AMT is alternative minimum tax. कम से कम आपको 18.5% tax देना है on adjusted total income. And adjusted total income is like section 10AA, 80JJ add कर दो. ठीक है? Right. So now how much you all are getting? एडजस्टेड टोटल इनकम कितना आ रहा है आपका 2347,100 plus 1350 plus 943 46 40 300. This is your adjusted total income, and on that the tax has to be 18.5%. If the unit is located in IFSC, then 9%, but otherwise 858, 456, and on that cess will be there 4%. So 34,338. So what is the tax payable? $892,794. So that is 892,790. Okay. So how much is the regular tax? 5,18,000. How much is the minimum tax you should pay? If you add back section 10AA, 80JJAA, और एक भी add back करना आ सकता था नहीं है, that is 3580. Such a nice problem. It might have taken more than half an hour, but we have revised computation of income, capital gain, house property, AMT, और क्या चाहिए? कितना सारा तो revision हो गया. So if AMT tax is high, minimum tax, you have to pay the AMT. Conclusion. Tax payable is equal to AMT being higher. अगर रेगुलर टैक्स ज्यादा है तो ये पे करो, पर एएमटी ज्यादा है तो ये पे करेंगे. बट यू कैन कैरी फॉरवर्ड द एएमटी क्रेडिट. एएमटी टैक्स क्रेडिट you can carry forward for 15 years. 892,790 is your forcibly tax you have to pay because as your minimum tax, but your actual tax is coming to 5,18,990. So 5,18,990. So how much tax credit? 373,800. This is the tax credit carried forward for the next 15 years. Problem is over. Ask if you have any doubt anywhere. Those who are live can put me a message all clear, and if not clear, clear to all of you. It's a very nice problem. Problem chota tha, but calculate. Jaise house property we have done, business head we have done, capital gain, stamp duty concept did you follow? Cost of acquisition was also tricky. Other source was easy. Section 10AA easy. 80JJ we have given. 80 TTA कोई बोलेगा नहीं. Every exam either 80 TTA or 80 TTB कुछ ना कुछ तो आता ही है आपको. So you should know that. Next is your regular tax. Special income, special rate, normal income, normal rate. And then the adjusted total income. In adjusted total income, all the incomes you have to pay same rate, 18.5%. No special income, special rates. Sab pe 18 point, because otherwise you can say, ma'am, AMT mein bhi to long term capital gain hai. Nice, clear to all of you? Yes? Is it a good problem? Chalo. Let us do the next one. I hope I'm doing all the revision also justified. कोई भाग के नहीं कर रहे हैं. अब ये bit questions है तो I think we can solve it here only. These are all bit questions. और इतना beautiful है कि क्या बताएं. Examine the tax implications of the following. This is like 8 marks question from residential status. Government of India has appointed Anand as ambassador. He has received 7,50,000 as salary and 240 as allowance. He's staying in Japan. He's an Indian citizen and he's non-resident. No problem. When government of India is paying salary outside India, your salary is generated. So this will be taxable. And whatever are allowances which are given by government of India outside India are exempt under section 10(7). Allowances which are given to government employees outside India are exempt under 10(7). And let me tell you one more thing. Perquisites and allowances given to MPs and MLAs, they are exempt under 10(17). वो section 10(17) है. MPs and MLAs salaries taxable in income from other sources, and they get exemption for allowances. So is this answer clear? We have to write it. Even though it is a non-resident. Okay. Kajal, a non-resident, is engaged in operations which are confined to just purchase of goods. This is a study materials example. Kitna beautiful hai ye. Ki Kajal herself is a non-resident. She is not coming to India, but she just purchases all the handicrafts from Jammu and Kashmir and she sells it in her city in, say, Australia. Hai na? So is she liable to pay tax here? No. Not taxable. Income is neither received in India nor deemed to be received in India, not accrued. She is, these questions are based on a concept which is taught to you in residential status, business connection. She's not having, business connection doesn't mean कि मैम इंडिया से परचेज किया ना, इसको वर्ल्ड में कहीं पे भी बेचो, you have to pay the tax in India. No. Business connection is not there because no income is received in India, neither it has accrued to not there. Vikas is a non-resident. He has earned 3 lakh as royalty for patent to Raj, who is also a non-resident. Raj has utilized 50% in India, 50%. One non-resident paying royalty to another non-resident for that patent use outside India. Nothing. India se koi lena dena hi nahi hai. Nothing to do with India. But 50% it is received in India. So 1,50,000 will be taxable. Are you all getting? One non-resident generating income for another non-resident and using it also outside India. Why that income should become taxable? But even if one non-resident is generating income for another, if that patent ka fees is received in India, this is based on that table. Income received in India, deemed to received, accrued in India, taxable one. Jain NRI from has borrowed 10 lakhs from RN, who is also an NRI, and invested money in Indian company. RN has received 12% interest. Now, see, they have really confused you. इसका आंसर जनरली स्टूडेंट्स गलत लिखते हैं कि इंडियन कंपनी में है ना मैम. Indian company mein, if you invest anywhere in the world, you get dividend. That dividend becomes taxable in India. Is my knowledge crystal clear? Am I giving you all the correct points? समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? Right. तो वो dividend की बात ही नहीं हो रही. We are not talking about dividend. We are talking that one non-resident has borrowed from another non-resident 10 lakhs and interest is paid 120, also outside India. This is not taxable. One non-resident has taken loan from another non-resident and they've paid interest outside India. Is this interest has any business connection in India? No. Just because this loan money is used in India from Indian company, whatever dividend is received by RN, no, that will be taxable in India, but not interest on loan. Is it beautiful? Very easy question. I'm always saying if there is something technical in exam, there's something very easy also. Discuss the liability of the TDS. 6 marks. ABC partnership firm is this question we have already solved in our Sarthi batch. It was there in the earlier final exam. TDS, it's a challenge, the level of the questions we have done, but I would like to do it again because again it can be repeated. ABC partnership firm is selling its product through our e-commerce platform. Ye kaun hai? E-commerce participant. XYZ Limited, provided by XYZ Limited. XYZ Limited kaun hai? E-commerce. They have credited in their books the account of ABC 490 for the sale of the product, and Ramesh, who purchased the product R through the platform of XYZ, has made direct payment. You remember deemed sale or deemed credit concept? I have drawn a diagram also in the Sarthi batch for the e-commerce. Please watch. Only in 2 videos I have covered TDS, TCS with diagram, with examples, and with quality good problems. And if you really feel after watching those videos, I should have gone little more slow, please comment below. It's you, student. I'm trying my best to feel like you and teach. And more than 20 years of experience. So if you come in front of me like a doctor, I can read your face. That's a challenge. But these are online classes. This is live batch going in YouTube. What best more I can give is by your comments. Please feel free to ask all your doubts in Telegram. Chalo. तो अभी deemed sale. Even if some parties have directly paid to the portal. ये देखो, ये ABC है, ये अपना प्रोडक्ट R बेचते हैं XYZ के थ्रू. रमेश ने क्या किया, इसको पे करने की जगह इसको डायरेक्ट पे कर दिया. Ramesh has paid directly, but still this all business is generated through portal, no? So 490 plus 60. O, 194 O. Ma'am, how do you remember 194 O? O for online business. 194 C, C for contract. 194 I for rentals. I'm getting rental income. 194 J, all J's. J's में कितना power है? Professional income, chartered accountant, lawyers, doctors. 194 J. 194 N, cash withdrawal above 1 crores. N, no, don't withdraw cash from your account above 1 crore. नहीं तो 194 N में TDS कट जाएगा. So like this 194 P are all I have given the sequence. तो ये पूरे पे 490 and 60, that is 5,50,000 पे 1% TDS will be deducted. That's the answer. 5,500. Please remember, when TDS question is asked in exam, you write the section, you write the limit. ठीक है? चलो, next. ABC Limited is a producer of the natural gas. During the year, they have sold this much natural gas, and they have also incurred 1,70,000 as freight for transportation of the gas. Now, what they are asking is the ownership of the gas is simultaneously transferred, and they have raised an invoice. Okay. Should they deduct TDS? Answer is no TDS, as this is not a contract of work, it's a sale contract. Even if we incur transportation and all, but we are selling gas in cylinders or whatever, but gas sale hai. So contract of sale, GST is applicable, TDS is applicable whenever it's a contract of work. Now job work. Job work means 194C, that मुझे ऐसा ऐसा काम करवाना है. Can you do it? Contractors, builders, all. So 194C, job work. How much payment? LLP has paid job charges to ABC. 194C, if the pay is individual HUF 1%, otherwise 2% TDS katega if the individual payment exceeds 30,000 or total payment exceeds 1 lakh. Am I doing correct revision? 194C. So is pay no TDS. No TDS. No TDS. But when you do the last one, do the total. 27,000 plus 25,000 plus 28,000 plus 32,000. This is coming to 1,12,000. So on 1,12,000, 2% TDS. Why? Because pay is not individual and HUF. 2240. 2240 TDS deduct hoga from the last payment. See, once it exceeds the limit 1 lakh, ma'am, but 1 lakh के ऊपर तो 12,000 ही है ना, सिर्फ 12,000 पे. ऐसे नहीं होता. That is done only in 194N. Right now we are in 194C. So directly 1,12,000. Once it exceeds the limit on the whole amount. If you are feeling I'm going little fast or this knowledge is first time you are listening, but after listening you are understanding, I'm solving MTP. कितना detail में पढ़ा है बोलो. पूरे concept revise करा रहे हैं. फिर भी you need watch 2 videos of TDS, you will be clear. Chalo, next. Question number 3. Manish, a citizen of Y, is a resident. Country Y is a resident but not ordinary resident in India. He owns 2 houses in country Y. One is used as resident, another is rented. Okay. So if he's a resident but not ordinary resident, whatever rental income he's earning outside India, it's not taxable. ठीक है ना? वो rental income तो tax नहीं होगी. But other than this, how much house property is asked? Question number 1 also they have asked. Here also they are asking. You know? He took ownership of flat in October 22, which is self-occupied in India. Okay, India में अगर कुछ income है, even though is resident and ordinary resident, he'll have to pay the tax. इसके लिए you have to write a note. If you feel you are forgetting to write a note in the end, you can write a note in the beginning itself. He took ownership and possession of the flat, which is used for self-occupied. Flat was used by him for 3 months. At the time, he visited and municipal value, fair rent is given, property tax. Property tax, sewerage tax is also like property tax. So this Delhi house is self-occupied for 3 months and remaining it is vacant. So we will treat it as self-occupied. ये सब देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, fair rent and all. He took a loan 1st August 20 for purchasing and the flat until now he has not repaid. Okay. So pre-construction interest will also come. Current year's interest will also come and divide by 2. Are you all getting? When you take loan, pre-construction interest is the date you take the loan or start the construction, but purchase ke liye bhi hai 2020. But rental income he started getting on. The flat was ready. He took ownership and possession of the flat in Delhi 1st October. Whereas he has taken the loan in 2020. So 1st August 2020 and ownership and possession he got on 1st October 22. Right? So 31st March prior to this, I'll teach you pre-construction interest. मैंने कभी कोई MTP में नहीं कराया, but यहाँ पे आ गया है तो हम कर लेंगे. I'll show you. You will take interest. He has also a property in Bangalore which is let out 40,000, fair rent, municipal value all given, so we can apply it. And for this he has taken a loan 25 lakhs. Okay. 10% from one of the friend residing in country Y. Okay, no problem. Still the interest is allowed even if you take loan from friend. But you have to pay the interest and all out of your earned income. Municipal tax is also paid here. Problem simple bhi hai or reconstruction part also we have to check. Chalo. So I'm right now in question number 3A. And this is a nice question, so I want to do it in notebook. Easy questions I'm doing tick, but ye acha question hai, isko notebook. Are you all following the speed? Question number 3333A. Computation of income of Mr. Manish. is a resident but not ordinary resident for the previous year 22-23. You can start by writing a note. Rental income earned in Canada, not taxable in India, as he is a resident but not ordinary resident. नाइस, चलो आगे करते हैं. अब income in India. House property income in India. Two houses are there. The first house is self-occupied. Delhi. Self-occupied. तो NAV, GAV सब nil होगा. दिल्ली का घर तो self-occupied है, पर उसमें pre-construction interest है, current year भी है. अब Bangalore house is let out. So what is step 1? The way we have learned, fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. So the Bangalore house I'm checking, fair rent 458 or municipal value, whichever is higher. So 458. Step 2. Step 1, or standard rent, whichever is low. So 458 or standard rent 420, whichever is low to 420. Step 3. Step 2, or actual rent, whichever is higher. Whichever is higher. Step 2, or actual rent, whichever is higher. What is the actual rent? 40,000 into 12, and there is no vacancy and nothing. So 480. So what you will take as your GAV? 4,80,000. I think you can do it very fast here by first writing all the format. Municipal taxes, you will get NAV. Minus standard deduction is 30% of NAV minus interest on loan, which you have to do it in LOAN, which you have to do it in working note 1. So you will get the income from house property. Okay, chalo, let us do first the Bangalore house. Bangalore house, fair rent, municipal value, whichever is at that, or standard rent 420, or actual rent. So actual rent is high, taken as JV. Municipal taxes they have paid is 5,400. So 474,600. 474,600 ka 30% is standard deduction. Other than this, fire, insurance, repairing, all, nothing is allowed. 142,380. And what is interest on loan? That we can do it here. क्योंकि ये तो बड़ा simple है. 2,50,000. 25 lakhs का 10%. Coming loss 82 to 20 is loss. Bangalore let out property, there is loss. So self-occupied mein to वैसे. See, it's a very small problem for 6 months. But the tricky part I'm starting is working note 1. Delhi house. Interest. What is the current year's interest for Delhi house? Delhi house के लिए 18 lakhs का loan लिए हैं और every year 9.5% interest we are paying. So current year's interest is 1,71,000. Now I'm doing pre-construction interest. Pre-construction interest starts from the date you have taken the loan. 1st August 2020 to 31st March 2021. How many months? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 8 months. And then construction completed. When did you complete the construction or when did you take? नहीं भी था construction तो purchase. But possession कब लिया? 1st October 22. So 1st April 21 to 31st March 22. Construction completed on 1st October 22. So 31st March prior to that. You all remember the date you have taken the loan? That's the starting date for pre-construction interest. And the date when you have completed the construction, before that, before you have completed the construction, what is your, what do you call it? The date of completion of construction prior to that 31st March. Don't take till 1st October. 1st October 22 ko construction khatam hua. But when did you possess it? Actually, he took the ownership 1st October 22. 1 minute. And it is self-occupied. Oh, because I thought if it is let out, I hope you are getting October में लिया और फिर self-occupied है. अगर let out होता तो you can't take the rent for 12 months. Bangalore वाला घर we have taken 12 months. Now, pre-construction period starts on the day you have taken loan and ends on 31st March prior to the date of the completion. So that's this. So 12 months. So what is the pre-construction interest? 18 lakhs into 9.5% interest. कितने महीने? Into 20 months divide by 12 months. Are you getting why into 20 months? पहले divide by 12 करोगे तो per month आएगा. 18 lakhs. अरे 1 minute. 18 lakhs into 9.5% into 20 divide by 12. 2,85,000 divided by 5. I hope you all are getting. Pre-construction period starts when the date you have taken the loan and the date of repayment. See, so much of detail we are learning the concepts. And this pre-construction interest is allowed continuously for 5 years, 1/5 every year. And then, ma'am, why did you take current year's interest? Because current year में loan repay किया ही नहीं. Pre-construction interest पूरा एक class बहुत detail से पढ़ाते हैं. If I can get that, I'll post it here. 2,28,000 is the total interest allowed till 2 lakhs. Why 2 lakh? Because it's a self-occupied property. GAV nil, NAV nil, standard deduction nil. Interest on loan is always allowed up to 2 lakhs in the self-occupied property. तो ये तो लॉस है आपका 2 लाख रुपए का. Is it 470 for 600? Is it income? 142,380 minus. This is income, not loss. So remove the bracket. Please remove the bracket. What will be the final income from house property? $1,17,700. taking a break of 2-3 minutes and leaving the screen on so that you can check, right? Pre-construction interest is a wonderful concept. You can check the house property videos also for that in the Sarthi batch. Huh? Right. We'll continue after this, the next sum. Just 3 minutes. All right, are you all also back after a break? Chalo. Computation of income was very nice question we have solved here. This one is also a very nice question, though it was just related to house property, but covering up all the concepts of pre-construction interest. Okay, let us go to the next question. Though in exam you have to choose any two only, but now right now we are solving all. B1 is like CMA exam, so much they are asking 4 marks question compulsory for your depreciation. Huh? Mr. Kumar Enterprises, a sole proprietorship firm, has 4 businesses. Sorry, has put to use it for business 4 machines, and depreciation is charged 15%. So opening WDV was 7,70,000. 2 old machines were sold and a second-hand machine was purchased. When the machine purchased is second-hand, you don't get the depreciation for additional depreciation. And this is purchased in December. So used for less than 180 days, so 50% depreciation. Okay. And what is sold? 10 lakhs. So you all know the format: opening WDV, add purchases with date, so that 180 days concept you can remember, and then sale you have to take. Minus year of sale, there is no depreciation. Now determine the claim of depreciation. So 770 plus 770 plus 610 minus 10 lakhs. So 3,80,000. Now 380 must be from the latest purchase only. Year of sale, there is no depreciation. So directly iska 15% depreciation charge kar do. Ho gaya. 15% depreciation you charge. And that is coming to how much? 57,000. Oh, sorry, iska bhi half na. 50%. 28,500. Uska bhi 50%. Is it clear to you? 28,500 is the answer here. Because 380 is from latest purchase. Old is sold. Ma'am, what about the depreciation in the year of sale? In the year of sale, no depreciation is charged. Okay? Right. Chalo, aage karte hain. Compute the capital gain. So here there is no capital gain. Nil, because when 2-3 assets are there in a block, if a part of asset is sold, we don't calculate profit and loss asset wise, because the block is continuing. Only when the whole block is sold, that time we will calculate the capital gain. Okay, right. Next one. If the Kumar has sold 2 machines for 15 lakhs, 770 plus 610 minus 15 lakhs. Now sale value is more than the value of the block. Now is there a profit? Answer is yes. 770 plus 6,10,000 minus 15 lakhs. So 1,20,000 आ रहा है. ये 1,20,000 आपका क्या है? Short term capital gain. Short term capital gain. Ma'am, how did you come to know? Whenever depreciable asset are sold and the block is closing and there's a profit, it's short-term capital gain. Loss, it's short-term capital loss, right? Because we have already depreciated also. Done? Right. Now, Kalyan has a residential house property which was acquired on 12th August. I hope these questions and options are clear. कितना सारा revision हो गया 32 से related. Kalyan has residential house which was acquired in 12th August for 2 lakh and the property sold for 22 lakhs. Sub-registrar refused to register and stamp duty value is 28 lakhs. 22 lakhs का 110% करो तो भी 24 से ज़्यादा ही हो रहा है. So stamp duty value is 28 lakhs. Now Kalyan referred it to officer, valuation officer, he fixed it at 25 lakhs. So it is like cost or stamp duty value, whichever is higher. So stamp duty, but stamp duty value is more and valuation officer is less. So valuation officer ka value. So how much you will take the sale consideration? 25 lakhs. So much is asked for stamp duty value, can't tell you. I'm thinking to make one more video. That's why literally I'm noting down the point. Stamp duty value versus the fair, that valuation officer versus the actual sale consideration. Chale? Now Kalyan preferred an appeal, so ye theek hai, 25 lakh sale consideration is clear or not? Is it easy? Some problems we have done in writing where presentation is required. This very easy problem of 4 marks. Generally capital gain is asked separately, but kabhi total income mein bhi puchte hain ek part. He acquired another residential house for 17 lakhs. Okay. So sell one house, buy one house, section 54. But that second house also you have sold. So exemption is revoked also. And when did you buy this house? In 2005 for 2 lakh. So 2 lakh 2005 6. जब का index कितना था? 117. And now it is 331. So can we first get the index cost of acquisition? 2 lakh into 331 divided by 117. 565, 812 minus 25 lakhs. So what is the long-term capital gain coming? I think from here I can go to notebook and show you 1 minute. Notebook is here only. अभी तक हमने कोई भी आंसर प्रिंटेड नहीं देखा है, बट ये बहुत इजी है. See this we have solved. See they have solved one below another. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? अभी जो हमने हाउस प्रॉपर्टी का प्रॉब्लम किया ना, एक के बाद एक किया है. You can do it in column form, but write a note properly. Yeah. 25 lakhs is the sale consideration. Index cost just now I have done clear. So you got capital gain. Now you have purchased another house for 17 lakhs. So this is capital gain. But this house also you have sold for 30 lakhs. When you sell the house within 2 years, then that will be short-term capital gain. But from the cost of the house, 17 lakhs, you will deduct the exemption revoked. How much is exemption revoked also? 17. So what will be the cost to be deducted here? Nil. Are you all with me? 1 minute. 30 lakhs, cost to be deducted is nil. So short-term capital gain is coming 30 lakhs. I want to repeat, exemption revoked is deducted in the cost and then indexation is done if you sell the house after 2 years, less than 3 years. But otherwise, 2 years के अंदर अगर घर sale कर दिए, you're not allowed. Once you sell the house, buy another house, the second house, you should not sell it for 3 years. If you have sold, exemption is revoked and it will be taxable as capital. So I hope this is simple. I'm not solving in writing. Last one now. Dinesh, who is 45 years and wife is 42 years. Okay. Salary income of wife, I'm writing here, 960. In exam, clubbing of income ka problem hai, so you can do it in column form. Minor son is suffering from disability, so uska to separate return will go, write a note. Minor daughter Nisha, she is working in TV serials and all, talent income, not to be clubbed. Income from garment, Dinesh, 7,50,000. You know, husband wife mutual income clubbing you do, and then whichever's income is higher, minor's income will be clubbed. But here the minor has got income from talent and all, it will not be clubbed. Such a beautiful question of 5 marks covering everything in clubbing. अब ये 1750 यहाँ आ गया. अब cash gift received from minor Nisha from friend of Hina. Okay, but cash gift received is less than 50,000. So it is again exempt. Income of minor Harsha from FD in Punjab Bank, made out of income earned from scholarship. Whatever scholarship she got, she has made FD. Scholarship is exempt, but FD interest received by minor is going to be clubbed in the hands of the parent who is having highest income in the first year. So he is having highest income, तो इसके हाथ में club होगा. But up to 1500, section 1032 exemption you will receive, and 3500 will be taxable. Such an easy problem. Ma'am, we took half an hour to do computation of total income. But then here you are saving time, no, dear student? Huh? Oh, we have to do the case study also. Let us go little fast. 2 घंटे हो गए, पता ही नहीं चला टाइम का, क्योंकि हम कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ाने में चले जाते हैं. As a teacher, you know, always like, ये नहीं पता, अच्छा सुन लो, अच्छा ये नहीं पता, that's what is from the heart. Okay, you want to see the solution of this? It's that simple. This is 17. See, mutual clubbing you should do. Husband इनके income, wife में बहुत ज़्यादा easy problem है. And for rest all they have given a note. चलो. Now, this is a set of problems. Set of problem will surely come separately and it will come in the MCQ also. एक set of. उसका weightage chapter के जितना ही है. Salary income, is it allowed to be set of income है तो बाहर लिख सकते हैं? Yes. And it's computed, so no need to give standard deduction. House property यहीं पे plus minus कर लो, देखो कितना आ रहा है. 260 plus 20,000, 280 तो loss है और 22,000 profit है, तो 258. So 2 lakh loss we can bring out 58,000 carry forward. More than 2 lakh house property loss you cannot set off with other heads. Chalo, come to textile business. Speculative loss. Can you set off an income? Speculative income 74,000 minus 46 CS. 28,000 speculative loss carry forward. Abnormal business ka income or loss. Can you bring this 4,000 loss outside? Yes. Capital gain. Short-term loss. Can you set off in long-term capital gain? Yes. And then still short-term capital loss is coming. Kitna? 1,400. Short-term capital loss. So 3 losses to be carried forward until now. Are you understanding? Anyone in the class is feeling I'm not revising set off carry forward one single class and set off will be clear. But you have to listen to that concept 45 minutes and solve quality good problems. Income from betting सीधा बाहर जाएगा, card games बाहर आएगा, और ये ना loss from maintaining horse races, neither it is set off nor it is carry forward, so write a note, not even carry forward. And these two will go out. 80,000. So what is your total income coming to? 2,22,000. You know, in business salary, you cannot set off the business loss, but business loss you can set off in other source, and house property loss you can set off in salary. So sabhi set off हो रहा है. 98,000. It's a very nice problem. Gross total income. One second. Total में कहीं mistake हो रही है मेरी. Oh, why this loss I have carried forward? One second, dear students, 1 second. Okay. This 4,000 loss also you have to carry forward. There's a reason for that. And so now the answer will come 1,02,000. See the reason I'll tell you. 4,000 loss you are getting business loss. Cannot be set off in salary. 1 and 3 are not friends. And business loss. ये जो casual income है इसमें तो कोई losses set off नहीं होते. Definitely you can set off business loss and other source income like if there would have been interest and dividend and all. So this is the answer. This is very nice, but इसका presentation कैसे होना चाहिए ऐसे ये देखो. In salary, can you set off the house property loss? Yes. Remaining house property loss carry forward. Speculative carry forward 28. Just now I told you 22. 4,000 business loss carry forward. Abhi humne kiya because it cannot be set off in salary. Short term capital loss set off kiya, remaining carry forward 600. Income from other losses mein, income from betting and all taxable hai, but no losses are allowed to be set off. From casual income you cannot set off any losses. And horse races ke liye neither you can set off these loss and nor you can show this loss right now. So you have to write a note and close. And the very last question now is, what are the consequences of not filing the return on time? So 234A interest will be charged from due date till actual date of filing. 234F fees 5,000 if total income exceeds 5 lakh and less than 5 lakh is 1,000. Fee bhi lagega and some losses cannot be carried forward. Except house property and unabsorbed depreciation, other losses can be carried forward only if you file your return on time. So that's all for all the questions. Now to solve case study, I already told you, case study is like a question. So like a question, let's first solve it in the notebook or here, whatever way you want, and then you can give the correct answer. ठीक है ना? समझ में आ रहा है क्या कर रहे हैं? I am suggesting you to solve the case study in rough work. जितना rough हो सके, मतलब rough मतलब गंदे से गंदा नहीं करना है. Rough work, keep a page and just in brief, so that because your case study is nothing but a 10-mark question. And in that 10-mark question, first bit is what is gross total income. Second bit is deduction. Third bit is total. So first, second में you will get the answer. Chalo, let us do it very quickly. Sahil, aged 45 years, is working in SK Private Limited as a manager. And his earnings are given. See the way they have given the earnings. Otherwise, we write it vertically. Gross salary less deductions. ठीक है ना? So this is just like a pain slip, na? So pain slip ऐसे ही होता है. This is not income tax computation. Gross salary. Then in salary, so we have given only 3 deductions. They have given so many deductions. So basic, DA, HRA, transport, personal allowance, children education, medical bonus. Employees contribution. You know, when I generate salary from someone 100, I deduct 12 rupees and pay them 88. So this they have deducted. Profession tax they have deducted. Income tax, TDS, what they have deducted every month they have deducted, and net pay. This is just a pay in slip, not computation of income. His employer also contributes in RPF. How much employer can contribute to RPF? 12% of basic and DA. How much interest is exempt? 9.5%. Very beautiful question. Huh? And see, because they have asked your salary, then that 14 marks question, ये MCQs तो हमने पूरे किए. MCQ के लिए भी पूरा working किया. 14 marks question में see, they have asked house property, business head and all. 14 marks question definitely generally they ask is add and less. चलो, तो ये clear है आपको? RPF interest is exempt and RPF में employer can contribute 12%. If they contribute more, it will become taxable. DA is forming part of salary. Good. He has intimated to company that he would opt for 115 BAC, new tax regime. In new tax regime, no deductions in salary chapter. Children education allowance और वो सब भी नहीं मिलेगा. Education allowance and all also no. Right? He has paid 55,212 towards the medical premium for parents. I think and his ये mediclaim जो है parents के लिए pay किया है and they are 65 years above. तो कितना deduction मिलेगा? 50,000. This is all capital gains. I'll discuss it little separately. Abhi I am into salary. His 3 children are studying and he has paid tuition fees. Employer has not paid. Can we compute the salary first? Yeah. What will be taxable salary under section 115 BAC? Can I take gross salary? 1653,210. And now RPF taxable I am working out here. I am doing it here because नीचे bits भी पढ़ना है. बार बार इधर से उधर होने में बहुत time waste होगा. Maybe some technology update I need कि one side question and one side notes. I'm not able to do it. If anyone can help me technically, please welcome. Message me and help me how to do that. ठीक है. ये मेरी this will all become taxable. Ma'am, children education allowance 100 per month per child up to 2 children is exempt. But 115 BAC में गए तो नहीं मिलता. तो ये सब taxable है. RPF कितना पे किया एम्प्लॉयर ने? एम्प्लॉयर ने कितना पे किया? 114,132. Allowed is 634,068. I want you to please write it in notebook. Don't do it orally. I am doing it orally to show you the question also. Basic और DA का कितना 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 मैंने बोला था? 12%. 634,068 plus 126,814. So आ रहा है आपका 7. ये दो का टोटल आ रहा है 768,82. इसका 12% only he can contribute. That is 91,306. But उसने कितना contribution दिया है? 114,132. So 22,826 ये taxable RPF. Recognized provident fund over 12% contributed by employer will become taxable even in the new tax regime. Or kuch? No. So the first bit is what would be the amount taxable under salary if he has opted for new tax regime, right? So can we do the total? 1653,210 plus 22,826. 22,826. Self salary. This is a huge computation of income problem, but I am doing it only salary, and the answer is this. Ma'am, so easy. Looking at the question, students make the mindset that we'll get a 0. No, please. And if you feel case study is demotivating initially, how is my way of doing? मैंने कैसे 3 घंटे का पेपर सॉल्व किया? हाँ, बाकी MCQs are easy and questions. I started with 2, 3, 4. If you know 4 well, do that. Then 2, then 3, then go to the case studies. Chalo. So answer is clear. Array, this was so printed, dear students, and add the RPF 22,826. Baat khatam. Ma'am, RPF will be taxable in the new regime also. Yes. No standard deduction, no PT, and entertainment allowance वैसे भी नहीं है because it's government. What would be the tax on salary paid by Sahil on the basis of above income? कितनी income आ रही है? 1676. इस पे पहले तो tax calculate करो. New regime, new regime. 1676. I'm doing here. 0 to 2.5 lakh nil. थोड़ा जल्दी करते हैं. Next 2.5 lakh पे 5%, 12,500. Next 2.5 lakh पे 10%, 25,000. Next 2.5 lakh पे 12.5%. Sorry, 12.5 नहीं, 15%. I hope you are getting new regime tax rates. You have to remember for this. $37,500. Next 2.5 lakh 20%, 50,000. अब यहाँ तक कितने सारे 2.5 lakhs हो गए? Next 2.5 lakh 25%. Are you getting? In the new regime up to 15 lakhs के बाद ही 30% टैक्स है. तो ये 10 lakhs और ये 15 lakhs हो गया यहाँ पे आपका खत्म. लास्ट 2,50,000 पे कितना था? 25%, 62,500. Now above 15 lakhs, what is the income? 1,53,210 on that 30%. 153,210 के ऊपर 30%. Please do it in writing. I'm saying please, if you really want to get this, और ऐसे 3 बार करोगे एग्जाम में, you will score super well in income tax. कितना टैक्स आ रहा है देखो, 45,963 plus 62,500. If you have already put this in memory, very smart. 233,463 into 104%. Only the tax on salary income. Oh, I took 1653. The income is not 1653. This last one went wrong. Income is above 15 lakhs. The income is 171,236 या 240. उसके ऊपर 30%. I hope you all are getting. Income ये है ना 1676. So 171,240 on that 30%. 51,372 plus 62,500 plus 50,000 plus 37,500 plus 25,000 plus 12,500. 238,872 plus 4% cess in not 104%. And the tax is coming to राउंडिंग ऑफ करने के बाद दिस इज द आंसर. फिर से एक बार चेक करो. Till 15 lakhs it is 510, 12,500 plus 25,000 plus 37,500 plus 50,000 plus 62,500. ये तो क्लियर है. 187,500. now 1676,036 minus 15 lakhs. 176,036 into 30%. कैलकुलेशन बिल्कुल मैं वैसे ही कर रही हूँ. एग्जाम में भी ऐसे ही होता है. एज ए टीचर आई कैन डू इट 10 times and then do very perfectly in the YouTube. No. Yes. Tax is coming to 249 after cess के बाद 249,923 and this is the answer. And this TDS is to be deducted in 12 equal installments. 12 equal installments. What would be the total income assuming it does not opt for 115 BAC? अब पूरा income calculate करना पड़ेगा. Total income. What would be the tax liability? इसका ही. और एक bit है. Assuming for the purpose of answering this question only that contribution is made by Sahil and is employed towards RPF, what would be deductions available? Under chapter 6A does not opt for 115 BAC. So अगर 115 BAC खत्म हो गया, income or tax. If he doesn't opt for, what will be his income? अब I hope यहाँ से आपने problem तो पढ़ा ही है, आगे भी पढ़ लेते हैं. अब notebook में करना पड़े. Yeah. For premium, he will get Mediclaim deduction. He has purchased the house of 38 lakhs and taken a loan. Stamp duty value of the house is 35 lakhs. He has paid EMI. Possession of house is received on 1/4/22. He himself is occupying, principal and interest is given. So if it is a self-occupied house, interest is allowed up to 2 lakhs for self-occupied property. And 18,983 interest is allowed in 80 EEA. E series of deductions is interest. 80E educational loan. 80EE and 80EA is for housing loan interest over and above what is allowed in self-occupied property, provided the stamp duty value of the property is less than 50 lakhs. So वो तो छोटा ही घर है ना? 80 EEBs if you take on loan, if you purchase electric vehicle, two-wheeler, four-wheeler. ठीक है? So here I'll give this deduction. Now his 3 children are studying in school. So tuition fees is allowed for any 2 children. So which one I will take? Whoever's is highest. All this is given to confuse you. Admission and transport and this and that. No. He invested 5,000 in ULIP and he has taken LIC. Both of this qualify for ATC. He invested 12,500 and 25,000 in NPS, National Pension Scheme. If he's putting the money, he will get a deduction. See, when they are putting the money in National Pension Scheme or Atal Pension Yojana, of course you get a deduction. But whatever you have contributed only for the tier 1. $12,500. Okay, you get it in 80 CCD 1 also, and if the limit is over 80 CCD 1B up to 50,000. Okay, whatever you have contributed. Some of the students are feeling I'm going little fast. I have taken this, dear students, in so much detail in the first Sarthi video of deductions. It's a promise. More than 1.5 hours I have checked all 80 CCD 1, 80 CCD 2 for the employer and all. So you can check it from there. He has donated to PM Cares Fund. PS Care Fund is COVID related fund only and direct deduction is allowed. Qualifying amount ki zarat nahi. He has invested 40,000 in listed shares of 200 and he sells 100 shares. Okay, March में खरीदे और अक्टूबर में बेचे तो short term capital gain आएगा. 100 shares are sold. 350 में खरीदे 200 में तो 100 into 150. 15,000 का short term capital gain. STT is not allowed. बस खत्म. So now I want to solve this in the new regime. Is it clear? Salary का कैसे होगा वही पूछा है तो वही करेंगे. And now in the new regime, let us. I'm literally saying use it a rough sheet. Otherwise बहुत difficult है. Problem difficult नहीं है. Problem है students are attempting it orally. Why? If it is a case study, whatever. See, even in the new regime, did I compute the total income, beta? No. In the new regime, they asked me salary and TDS. Finish. Don't be extra doing कि ये भी कर लूँ. Time नहीं है. 3 घंटे का time है. 2 minutes. Set off and carry forward. See the presentation. Set off and inner column carry forward. Set off, carry forward. It should not go beyond one page. If you're writing all the presentations is very important. I think my main concentration is on presentation because I know you students are hardworking. You are good at knowledge. Writing, okay, legible अच्छा है तो बस से overwriting नहीं करना है बेटा. But extra मत करो. But now the question is 3 questions of 6 marks. Compute the total income under other than 115 BAC. Should we do it in writing as if it's a 6 mark computation? Yes. मैम लेकिन मार्क्स मिलेंगे एमसीक्यू करोगे तो ही मिलेंगे पर इसके बिना नहीं पॉसिबल है बेटा. So many deductions they have given, so you have to do it. Question number 1, regular tax. I'm writing regular tax. Computation of income and regular 115 BAC वाला हो गया. और मिस्टर साहिल इज नॉट अ सीनियर सिटीजन तो यहाँ पे ना एज लिखने से वो क्लैरिटी रहती है कि हाउ मच डिडक्शन वी शुड टेक. चलो वेरी क्विकली. कैन आई डायरेक्टली टेक द ग्रॉस सैलरी? But in the new, if it's a regular income, then we will take all the deductions also. We have to do all this. Basic 634,068. DA 126. Let us see how many minutes I am taking. And this is a rough work. Should I take HRA exemption? No, because she's not showing how much is the rent paid. So whatever HRA you have received is fully taxable. Transport allowance anyway is taxable. Personal allowance any which way is taxable. कितना है? 509088. Children education allowance in a column 12,000 exempt under section 1014. 2 into 100 into 12. 2,400. Taxable is 9,600. Medical allowance is fully taxable. अगर perquisite है for hospital maintain तो फिर वहां पे exempt होगा. Bonus 20,000. RPF taxable. We have already calculated whatever he has contributed in that 22,826 becomes taxable. बस हो गया. What is the gross salary? $634,068. It's a challenge to do this problem and I hope you all are also accepting this. And I'm doing this last. If CMA students feel this is quite tougher, I don't say, but अगर लग रहा है तो ठीक है छोड़ दो. पर CA के एग्जाम में तो केस स्टडी आता है तो आपको करना ही है. $1673,628. शॉर्टकट वॉज की ग्रॉस सैलरी में हम लोग माइनस कर दें 2,100 2,400 or you will get that. चलो now standard deduction 50,000. PT you will deduct 2,400. हो गया. That's what is the taxable salary. Not always I am doing. Please see my MTP playlist. Since last 4-5 years, I've always been solving the MTPs, RTPs of taxation costing. For CMA students separately, their mock test papers and all are there. और यहाँ पे भी हैं, तो आप एक बार check करो. हाँ, what is your taxable salary coming to? 16 21,228. Okay. Now capital gain, you know, 100 shares are sold at 150. Short term. मैम आप इतना ब्रीफ में क्यों लिख रहे, क्योंकि रफ वर्क है सर. इसके अलावा हाउस प्रॉपर्टी के लिए you have taken a loan. Income from house property. Interest on loan. Interest on loan is 218,983. Will you allow here 2 lakh? Yes. So what you are getting is your gross total income. All answers you will get in this. 1436,228. 1436,228. Now deductions. सबसे पहले we'll start with ATC. ATC. मेडिक्लेम पहले दिया हुआ है, बट हम ATC लेंगे. ATC में repayment of loan, housing loan. How much it is? 55,037. Fifth point, dear students. If you are checking, fifth point, repayment of housing loan. Is my speed fine? Have I justified taking the challenge of solving this technical question? Repayment of housing loan बिल्कुल qualify करेगा ATC के लिए. और tuition fees. But tuition fees of 2 children. 37,000 and 40,000. Only tuition fees. 77,000. Tuition fees. मुझे ना पहले ATC करना है. और क्या आएगा? ULIP. वो भी that also comes in ATC. Tax saving FDs और भी आते हैं, पर वो तो it's not there. LIC will also come here. That's it. Yeah, he has invested in RPF also, no? Employer has also invested and employees also invested. 114,132. All this is eligible for ATC. Do the total. 55,037 plus 77,000 plus 5,000 plus 10,000 plus 114,132. This is whose contribution, dear students? Employee. Employee का खुद का contribution. Employer का तो आएगा भी. His own contribution to the recognized provident fund. So this is coming to 261,169. ATC deduction allowed till 1,50,000 only is allowed. Check. Is it clear? Repayment of housing loan, tuition fees, ULIP, LIC, RPF, employees, whatever he has invested, 261, ATC is allowed 1,50,000. I'm writing it in the inner column because there's something more to it. Sorry, and don't write it in the outer column. Now, ATCCD 1. ATCCD 1. Employer's contribution. नेशनल पेंशन स्कीम. Okay, but employer ने तो कुछ contribute ही नहीं किया, तो why I'm writing? Just for the sake of teaching, I don't want to take extra. That will not come. Employer has not contributed. No, here to he himself has contributed to the NPS. That he can take under 80 CCD 1B. Actually, he can take 80 CCD 1 also for National Pension Scheme या अटल बीमा योजना जो भी है. Tier 1 only, not Tier 2. Tier 2 is not allowed. So Tier 1 में I want all of you to read 2 minutes. I'm also reading out the question note. It's very clear. So since long I didn't read, I want to read. ये देखो. Yeah. He himself has invested 12,500 in NPS and in Tier 2 this. So Tier 2 is not eligible for deduction. Tier 1 is eligible in 80 CCD 1. But 80 CCD 1, the upper limit is already over. 80 CCE में बोलते हैं ना, 80C, 80 triple C, 80 CCD 1. Milake it is 1,50,000 limit which is over. So separately can he take in this? Yes. How much? 12,500. Clear to all of you? Yes. What else deduction we will take now? Right from the beginning. 80D. He has paid Mediclaim. Read the problem ka third, fourth point. Mediclaim 55,212 limited. To how much you can claim for your parents? 50,000. Repayment of housing loan 80 EEA. Interest on loan. Ma'am, interest on loan already you have deducted, no, above. How much? 2,18,983. In that, up to 2 lakh already self-occupied may you have deducted. Remaining 18,983 interest you can deduct in 80 EEA. अच्छा है, clear है. Only thing I could not take right now is marathon revisions, chapter wise. Do you feel it's going to be helpful? Comment below. What do you want first? Marathon videos chapter wise, or you want top 30 questions to be solved, or you want MCQs? I will do that definitely in the next week, of course. This week other schedule is there. फिर से एक बार 80C is clear, 80 triple C, 80 CCD 1B is clear. National pension scheme, whatever you put up to 50,000, but यहाँ तो 12,500 है. Mediclaim 50,000 because they are senior citizen. 80 EE interest on loan over and above this. Tuition fees we have already taken. All this we have already taken. Now under section 80G, PM Cares Fund is allowed directly. No need to work the adjusted total income and all that. और क्या है? Bas. So what's the total of all the deductions? I want to do it because they have asked. So मैंने यहाँ पे लिख रही हूँ total deduction because that's what is the answer for one bit. 150 plus 12,500 plus 50,000 plus 18,983 plus 50,000. Deductions. $80D we have taken. 1 second, dear students. I know थोड़ा challenging ही है ये question क्योंकि पहले से पूरा solve करके रखा है, वैसे तो है नहीं. I'm also solving it now live with you, but definitely we'll do it. Recognized provident fund. That I have taken. ₹1,50,000. National pension scheme, you will get 12,500. Mediclaim for the parents. Interest, of course. And PM cares fund. One second, whatever employer has contributed, that we have added in salary. This employer also contribute equal amount, and he himself has contributed rest all is clear. RPF. All right, just 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Everything is correct until now. Why only the deductions are not coming? It happens sometimes. The smart teacher should have been कि पूरा पहले solve करके रखो फिर कराओ. कभी ऐसे होता है. This is a live class. Yeah, RPF will be allowed only. Mediclaim is correct. 50,000 you will get the deduction. 80 get the deduction. Is the limit exceeding here only? 55, 77 tuition fees तो highest वाला लेंगे. ULIP और ये दोनों भी लेंगे. Then case fund is clear. This is clear. Done. My answer is not there in the option only. Is the gross total income correct? One second. Surely, I'll tell you the GST part also in a bit. चलो लेट अस फर्स्ट डू द टोटल. ऊपर से कहीं ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम में तो कोई गलती नहीं है ना. 16, 21 to 28 plus 15,000 minus 2 lakhs. 14, 36, 28 minus 278, 520. So your answer is this is correct only. 1 second, dear students. 1436. I was checking different answer. Minus 150 minus 12,500 minus 50,000 minus 18,983 minus 50,000. It was correct only. I was only checking different answer. No mistake. Absolutely correct answer. Answer I have solved correctly on my own, but the confusion started when I was checking the suggested answer. I'll show you what I was checking and where I was confused. ये देखो, question 1 and 2 is over. What would be your total income assuming he does not opt? For total income अभी हमने किए 1154 753 is the answer for us. 1154 745. Yeah, that little rounding of difference is coming. ठीक है, but that is the correct answer and we got it correct. I was checking the other answer. What would be the tax liability if he does not opt for 100? Now in this income, you can round it off. And now he's not opting for 115 BAC. So 1154 750 minus 15,000. It's correct only. We unnecessarily wasted 10 minutes. But this is what is the true reflection of the thing and it should be known. Chalo. Please pause the video and check it again if it is not clear. Now 1139 normal income. ये जो है ना आपका शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन ऑन शेयर्स है. शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन इस पे STT भी डिडक्ट हुआ है. तो 15,000 into 15%. 2250 is the tax. और इस पे कितना टैक्स होगा देखो. नॉर्मल इनकम पे टैक्स कितना होगा? कैन वी डू इट इन कैलकुलेटर? शी इज नॉट अ सीनियर सिटीजन ऑल्सो, तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. 10 lakhs के बियॉन्ड 10 lakhs तक का टैक्स इज 1,12,500 एंड 139,750 पे 30%. 250 nil, 250 to 5 lakh 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh and so on. So 139,750 into 30%, 41925. So these three are your tax. 41925 plus 112,500 plus 2250. Whatever tax you are getting into 104%. So your tax is coming to 162,942, 162,940. आगे आंसर. Question was easy. I was checking some other answer by mistake. Easy income calculation and tax. And now last bit. Assuming the purpose of answering this question only that no contribution is made by Sahil or his employer to RPF, what would be the deductions? तो RPF को छोड़ के बाकी सब deduction ले लो, तो उसका total कितना आता है देखो. See, if you don't take RPF, beta, you will not take this. Isko ek chhod do. I'll change things so that you remember what you are doing. Just leave off this part. Can you take all the other deductions? 55,037 plus 77,000 plus 5,000 plus 10,000. Bus. So instead of 150, this deduction will come to 17037. बात समझ में आ रही है? हाँ. Rest all the deductions you will take. So 80C instead of 150 you take 147,037. Now you take plus 12,500. ये सब लो गया. Plus 50,000 plus 18,983 plus PM Cares Fund 50,000. So your deduction total, if you just ignore RPF, that's what they have asked, is 278,520 is the answer. And now check it here. 278,520 is the answer. So that's all for this. We have taken almost like next to 3 hours to solve the direct taxation MTP, but a lot of concepts I have taught. My answer was correct here, but then I got confused in some other totals. No problem. It was all right. I hope every question I have taken is clear. Indirect taxation is like super easy. Please let me tell you, MTP 1 and 2 same questions are there. वही ITC का question आया है आपको. ITC question will be there. Value of supply, same question. But students are doing little mistake, silly mistake in the presentation. So be careful. GST, IGST, क्या किसमें set off होगा first and presentation. Opening and purchases, take the input credit. Sale output credit 1 minus 2 is the GST payable. Presentation, students are losing marks, so be careful. Value of supply, subsidy, if it is government, don't take it. If it is private, last MTP we have taken the subsidy. Here also we have taken. Yeah, rest all will be the part. Even the late fees and all will be. This is the googly point in my paper correction experience. Baki all the students have taken correct. Huh? When it is coming to writing the answers, registration part and limits, they have asked this question. You read it and you will get it. And documentation, I feel all of you should know what is the receipt voucher, refund voucher, debit note, credit note. Just the overall use, e-way bill, e-invoicing. This is quite given in a lengthy way in your material. So in brief way, just remember the documentation and return part. One question is going to come for 4 marks. Value of supply, 1 question. ITC, compulsory question for 8 marks. Okay. I had to complete it in 11 to 2 and it's 2:15. Hope I have justified my best. Presentation skill, really sorry if I've gone harsh somewhere. कि ऐसा करते हैं क्योंकि बुरा लगता है कि इतना अच्छा knowledge है. And you know the things, but just because of the presenting, set off and carry forward for 2 pages, you're losing your marks and you're wasting your time. So somewhere strictly I was saying ki do this, do this, do this, right? Hope you take the best from this. Comment below if you like. And if you feel this MTP is solved in the best way, I've given you 3 options for the next. Top 30 questions, or we should discuss the MCQs, और एक और आपको बताया ना, ठीक है, I'll message you all in our challenges WhatsApp group or in the Telegram, right? We are very late. Thank you so much. God bless you all for watching the video till the end, right? Some of you have fast forward the last part. जहां मैं रुक के check कर रही थी, it's okay, no problem. You know, when the teachers do mistake in the class, and then sometimes students correct it or students see, they smile, they feel happy. I also feel happy. I'm also a student first and then a teacher, teaching since 20 years. All the best to all of you. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel whenever we are going live for solving the MCQs or top 30 questions or whatever it is, you will get a notification. Okay? Bye-bye all of you. Marathon. Marathon was the third option. Do you want a 30-40 minutes revision for every chapter? Then do let me know.